If your identity doesn't change, your results won't either. You have made it to the first week of the Dream Life Method. Week 1 has mostly been about identity stabilization. So if you are curious and you haven't seen any of the rest of the videos, playlist has it all. I also have the Wildling podcast that is in alignment with this. It'll be going along as we go through the series. Obviously, that's a longer form version and more in depth. I have a workbook as well. I have other things that go along with this thing that I have created, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I do, because I'm just trying to help you create your dream life. I'm trying to create my dream life. I'm trying to help you create yours. This is a community effort. You know, basically I'm the professor and class is in session. So all you have to do is listen and put in the work, okay? Here we go. I need to cough so bad, and I'm trying not to. I hate being sick. Anyway, you can visualize your dream life, that one specific thing that you're starting with, you can visualize all day long. But identity is going to win. Just like your nervous system safety, your neurological wiring, these things can win if you're not careful. So your nervous system is wired around who you believe that you are. And sometimes you don't realize that you're hanging on to some identities until you really self-reflect, until you really sit with yourself and work on it and work through it. So I guess that is the challenge of the day. If you are not already familiar with those things, particularly if it's too much to just broad range think of that, then bring it down to what is specific to the thing that you are trying to manifest as priority number 1 right now. So what is your identity around those things, around what you're trying to create? Is it that you are someone who's always struggling? Is it that you are always having to be overly responsible? Is it you're the one that always has to be in survival mode? Is it the one that is always giving and never able to receive? What's your identity? What are the aspects of this identity that could be self-limiting, that could be holding you back from your dream life, from your priority number 1 manifestation? Really sit with this, and that's the first way to work through it. If you haven't figured it out yet, then it's unfortunately working against you without you knowing it. So identifying it is going to be the first method. Hi. I love it when he shows up. This is my assistant, the best and cutest, most amazing assistant ever. $1 billion. Oh, sorry. In this Dream Life method and all of these techniques that I share along the way, part of it is, I need to cough. Let me pause. I'm so surprised my cat didn't run away. He usually does. He gets very offended when I cough or sneeze, because how dare I make a random sudden noise like that and disturb his peace. For the Dream Life method, it is not about pretending. It's practicing safety in your new identities. And also identifying what those new identities are. Who are you when you're living your dream life? Who are you when you have priority number 1? Who are you? How do you move in life? How does it feel? What do you smell? What do you see? Bring in all of your senses. And if you can, or if you need to, like if you're going through a particular guided meditation, or just sitting with yourself on this, bring in all of your senses. It's the kind of like somatic work that I love, is bringing in all the senses when you are creating this new identity, creating this new sense of self, this safety in your body of who that is and what that looks like. And this is not about trying to become a totally different person, stealing someone else's identity. No, 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 that's not what this is. Remember, harming none, going after our own dreams here. Practice a sense of safety in your new identity, and part of that is really sitting with it and practicing what does it feel like. And maybe you want to start with that somatic exercise where you're exploring it within your body. It's also called parts work in psychology, and it's where do I feel this particular identity in my body. For some people it might come up, for others it might not, and that's okay. It's okay if it doesn't. You can still work with it. Not a lost cause, don't worry. But if something does come up, like I feel this in my hips, which actually a lot of trauma is stored in the hips. So if there's trauma around that, then I would also caution you to be extra careful and extra mindful on how this is getting released throughout this process, because you want to be in service to yourself. You want to be gentle with yourself. We're trying to create safety. We're not trying to create more resistance, and we're definitely not trying to re-traumatize or bring up any traumas. So if that is an issue or a possibility, then I highly recommend having support in place, whatever that looks like for you. You need to keep your mental health as a priority throughout all of this. Also highly recommend to go through healing modalities as well, because your dream self is probably also your healthy self and your happy self. It's important. And even if another priority has to take over in manifestation, that doesn't mean that you neglect your self-care. That's part of creating that sense of safety. That's part of creating a healthy lifestyle. Anyway, can your body tolerate being someone who says no if you're the overgiver? What does that look like? Can your body, your mind handle what it would look like to receive help when you're the overgiver? What does that look like? What does that feel like? These are things to start working through and asking yourself. And again, it's practicing a sense of safety in the new identities and going along all of these stabilization techniques and grounding techniques, because your dream life is a great life. In your dream life, you're probably not running yourself ragged. So, now what? Time to get to work. Time to work on it. We're not doing toxic positivity. We're working through our shit as we go along. Okay? So, welcome to week 2. Almost. You made it through week 1. Congratulations. We're doing this very gently, very easily, very calmly. Sometimes chaos happens, and that's okay. We're still going forward. Still moving towards the dream life. So, hopefully I'll see you next time.